Avenue going for a bike ride. And today, let's pick up the level. Let's go to level 2. We're going to be riding the e-bike. I don't know where we're going to just go for a bike ride, cuz. I want to thank everybody who came out to the e-house yesterday. We had a pretty packed house, 95% full on the hottest day of the year. I know it was indoors and it has air conditioning, but thank you for everybody who came out. It didn't go exactly as we thought it would. It was a little bit of chaos, and I think people were entertained by it. So thank you for everybody who came out. Jay, Mike and Christine, the guys who were always in the chats, thank you. Next Level Customs Dad, who you know, that's your name, buddy. I'm sorry. You're Next Level Customs Dad. My parents, Betty's Triples, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Heckler's Hot Sauce guy came out. We were throwing out samples to everybody. I think every table who played left with a little bit of Heckler's, and a lot of people got the spicy ketchup. So it was a good time. So thank you for everybody who came out. Might do it again. We'll see. Yeah, look at this. This is the bike lane. They have it. The bike lanes are protected by these little poles that keep you fenced in from the giant weeds growing out of the side of the wall. Going past these new homes. Well, yeah, they're new. They're less than 5 years old, maybe around 5 years old. The Kensington courts. Some of these houses go for $300,000. Oh no. Oh, hold on, let me go download that app and snitch to the parking authority. All right. Never. I will never snitch to the parking authority. They are never the good guys. All right. Lehigh and Frankfurt. We're going to do a little zippity-doo under. Are we going to go under here? Okay, we are going to go under here. Oh, look, there's a guy going around spraying the weeds. And you got some people sleeping over there. It doesn't smell pissy, but I think he just sprayed it with stuff. So probably inhaling right now took like 6 months off my life. Go ahead, hon. A little community garden right here. This is Tusculum Street. If you go a few blocks in that direction on Tusculum, that's where Rocky lived. There's a parking cone all around the neighborhood. It's tough to get parking. A lot of families have 3 or 4 cars for one house. Here's a house for sale. 2030 Somerset Street. What's it going for? 2030 Somerset Street. 164,000. That's what I say. That's just a guess. This is Frankfurt Ave. Not a whole lot happening. The city banned mobile hospitals from, oh, you know what? Yeah, let's go there to Lehigh Ave, see if there's any mobile hospitals. The city banned mobile hospitals. That's from the Clip. The Clip people go around and they clean up the street, and then they'll have trash trucks come by later on in the day and pick up the trash. So this is a cool store. This is called Thunderbird Salvage. Around Christmas time, they have this thing where you could buy, like if you're just getting an apartment and you just want like some old-fashioned Christmas decorations, you go there. You could buy a box. All right, you get a blank box, empty box. and you could fill it up with Christmas crap for $50. Get enough shit to decorate your apartment or house or whatever. This is Orleans. I'm at Orleans and Jasper. Right there, that's a grade school. And going up to Orleans and Kensington, there's a large group of people standing on the corner. And that's one of the church groups. And they're giving out food and water, and they're preaching and they're singing, and that stuff happens all the time down the Ave. There's a cop right there. But I even think you have to have a permit to do that now. You have to have a permit to give out water. Or I think maybe you could do it for like a real brief amount of time, but then you got to pack up and go. Yeah, there's the University of Penn's mobile hospital. So that means that there are mobile hospitals on Kensington Ave today. There's a group of people for the church, The Rock. They're located on Kensington Ave, and they're probably helping some of the people. You got other people over here. They're cleaning up McPherson Square. This is a library, and here's a playground. They do sometimes, they have like a summer camp in here. And usually they have like inflatable moon bounces and water slides. More people from the Rock Church going around the neighborhood. There you go. Not sure what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to, maybe they're taking a page from the Jehovah's Witnesses, knocking on doors, trying to get people. This is what it's like to have ADHD. I'm supposed to be going to Lehigh Avenue to see if there's mobile hospitals. There's a trampoline in the street. I'm supposed to see if they have mobile hospitals on Lehigh Avenue. I somehow said, oh, I wonder if they're knocking down McVeigh today. This is an old playground. It's under renovations, like a lot of the playgrounds in Kensington. They're either getting renovated or they were renovated. There's a playground called Scanlon. Not too far from here. They just got a real big makeover. There's the dog mural. And there's part of the wall that divided the pool from the baseball field. Yeah, listen. We don't have much time left for the McVeigh wreck. It's probably the last week it will be up. So apparently the pool is going to stay where it is, but the wreck building itself is going to be moving a little bit. Now we're going to go to Lehigh Avenue. Yeah, if you look around, you can see a bunch of old factories right here in Allegheny. See in Allegheny. Oh, well, check out the trash pile. Well, I guess it doesn't exist anymore. But back in the day, there used to be all types of different industries in Kensington. This is the latest industry to die, and that's Rite Aid. I think this is their last day, well, this one's probably closed. But there might be one or two still open. I'm supposed to play baseball today with iHeartRadio, and I don't think I'm going to do it. Listen. Baseball is fun and it's all great, but I'm not playing baseball in 95-degree heat. There you go. Look and see. That's a lot of illegal dumping in the dumpster spot of the Rite Aid, which is a big problem. Yeah, see. they do have a camera policing this street. This is where the city had dumpsters so people could dump. The camera is in the middle of the block, and I don't know if it can actually pick up what's happening here. Who knows? Last time I was riding the bike around, it was a few days ago, and I saw a lot of police pulling over guys on dirt bikes and taking them. Matter of fact, it was one of the reasons why the video was so short. I was like, oh, I wonder if they'll take my bike. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. This is B in Indiana. The B stands for Badlands. Oh my God. Oh, look out. This is like a minefield of garbage. They're open. Oh, watch out for that. Ooh, this is like it's almost like a video game. Coming soon, We're Dead, We're All Dead t-shirt. I mean, the way today's going, I can get this video up today. And if I don't do the baseball game, I might zippity-doo down the shore. So make sure you hit subscribe. I'm gonna maybe go to a shore town tonight. Rocky lived on the other side of the train tracks there. Alright, and this is it. This is where the mobile hospitals are supposed to be. Right here, they have people giving out free phones. There's some more free phones. I would never sign up for anything. I wouldn't do that there. I would never give... You have to give them your personal information, and like, who knows? Yeah, so the mobile hospitals aren't here yet. I do know that the cops said... The police or the city announced that they're not going to be enforcing the new law for mobile hospitals for now. Who knows when? Probably, yeah. It's probably not a good idea to. Well, look, the people down here shouldn't be doing what they're doing, right? But you know, leaving them stranded with no medical. Well, I mean, there is medical attention here. I'm trying to. It's a heat wave. That's the point I'm trying to get at. There's a heat wave. You got this weird fenced-in area right near the railroad tracks. See all this? These are like fires. All these burn marks. They call this the Badlands, but this is where my memories live. Yeah, but every single one of these are burn marks from somebody starting a fire to keep warm. Maybe there's a few piles of burnt garbage. A lot of people scrap here, it looks like. There's a lot of stripped wires. This is Lehigh Avenue. Back underneath the L. Going this way. Now, most of the chaos with like people doing the Kensington stuff, a lot of that's back there behind me underneath the train trestles from like Lehigh Avenue to around Tioga Street. You do have people around here. Sept is cleaning up this spot right now. But usually there are people camped out on those steps. So Sept does this thing where they power wash the steps at that train station, Somerset train station, and Allegheny on a very regular basis. Just because people go to the bathroom and you got to get rid of the piss smell. There's another vacant drugstore on Kensington Ave. Down here is the St. Francis Inn. It's a shelter where people can get food and people can. I think they offer. Do they offer showers here? I'm not sure, but yeah, there's a lot of people there today because of the temperature. It's probably 95 degrees right now, so there's a few places that open up. They're called cooling centers, and libraries are supposed to open up, and like people can just go in there and sit down and suck in some of the air conditioning. The city also has a similar response to when it gets super cold. We have a thing called Code Blue. During a Code Blue, we gather up all the people who are homeless, and we put them in warming centers so they don't freeze to death. There it is, the 3 bus. And this is, I'm filming this near the very end of July, and we are about 25 days away till the doomsday budget comes, and the 3 bus, which pretty much goes underneath the L, the 3 bus is going to be eliminated. And that kind of sucks because you can take the L, but if you live around here, it's a little bit of a hike if you're an elderly person or a person with mobility issues. So having that bus drop people off is very convenient, but I would assume that maybe not a lot of people ride it. I guess that's why they would cut it. Of course, that's why if people rode it, they wouldn't cut it. Yeah, I've been so busy with doing events and promoting those events the last week, I didn't even realize we were in a heat wave. And apparently it's been super oppressive. I do know when I was in Great Adventure, I was sweating like I was sweating in Florida. It was very humid that day. And by the way, I am the king of the theme parks. Make sure you get used to hearing me saying that, because not that I'm going to be going to theme parks a lot. I just like being a nuisance. This is considered, I guess they would call this the East Kensington area. I think my buddy Dan lived here in this like barn type place. The East Kensington district, it's a lot of this new construction. But then you got this building here, this butte. This is the old police station. It's now a bank. Oh, I'm at where I want to be. I'm gonna go check out this thrift store. I love this thrift store. It's called the Circle Thrift. I'm doing this thing now. I'm done with my record collection. So I decided that I'm no longer collecting records. I'm now collecting CDs. How exciting. How exciting is it for everyone? CDs, I'll let you in the secret. CDs are $1.99, and now vinyl records are going for like $50. And soon, all the suckers will be collecting the CDs. That's what I think, at least. But you know what I'm doing? I'm buying albums that I don't have on vinyl, but stuff I would buy on vinyl if I could find it, especially for $1.99. I bought my first Fish album. I bought The Weeknd. I got The Weeknd on CD. I'll listen to that one day. Not sure when. All right, here we are. This is York and Aramingo. Oh, I hate crossing the street here. Oh my God. Yo, trolley dorks, who takes care of you? All right. Ooh, I'll tell you what feels good. This shade underneath I-95. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll go the back way. What do you think? You want to do the back way? We'll do the back way. Yeah, I was just saying how much I enjoyed the shade, and then I said, oh, let's go a whole other way. We're going to go to Graffiti Pier. We're not going to go on the pier. We're just going to drive past it. Back here, along the banks of the Delaware River, might be miles of abandoned piers and tracks that were part of the old Reading Railroad. It's now an overgrown rainforest. Oh, look at that. And people go back here, they go for walks, they graffiti, people go fishing. And, no. Or maybe we won't go. Oh, maybe they're fixing the fence to Graffiti Pier. Looks like there's some Conrail workers down there. And I think that's who owns this property right now. So, I'm not going to go down there. When I was a child, I pretty much, when I would leave my house, me and my friends would come to these railroad tracks. You wouldn't get messed with by police, like Philadelphia police, but they would have Conrail cops, and they would shoot you with like little bean bags full of salt for like trespassing. And I never got shot. I think my buddy Mikey Food Stamp got shot with a assault gun. Or at least he went around telling people he did. I think. So because of that, because of the tale of Mikey Food Stamp getting shot by a Conrail cop, we will not be exploring Graffiti Pier. I'm trying to figure out where the hell am I. Definitely made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. I'm back here. I'm back at 95, where if I just stayed under, I wouldn't be covered in sweat right now. Oh no, this is the right way. Okay, never mind. Oh shit, we're dead. Gotta be careful on these gravel roads. Going over Lehigh Avenue. Now, if you take these train tracks and you go about a mile, you'll be at Kensington Ave. And there used to be a lot of encampments. I feel like there are some encampments up here. There definitely are people living on this side of the trees, on some of the abandoned piers. Not only in Port Richmond, but in Bridesburg. Oh, I just rode over a Ziploc bag full of stuff. Ugh. Sometime in the near future, there is going to be a bike trail back here. I feel like I'm on it already. It's just not, you know, they don't have their layer of asphalt on it. And for decades, I used to hang on these piers back in the 90s. And the city has done absolutely nothing with, well, I guess it's not their property, it's Conrail's, but that nothing has ever happened with this property. One thing has happened is there are less railroad tracks in this space. They did remove a lot of railroads. I feel like they did. Yeah, every so often, me and my buddies will get a hankering to come back and hang out back here. Usually have a case of beer with us, and we just talk. You know, it's a lot like that song by Bruce Springsteen, "Glory Days." My glory days were hanging on an abandoned pier. For as long as I can remember, there has always been a pile of like gravel or dirt there, and usually sometimes you'll see work trucks like take the gravel. Back here, I think this is my pier, Pebble Beach is what we called it, or over there is Pebble Beach. The reason why we call it Pebble Beach, at the end of the pier, there is a little beach made of pebbles. There's some railroad rock. Probably going to have to throw some of the railroad rock underneath the tracks. Right there. Oh, I bet you railroad people are loving this, right? The gritty side of the railroad, right? Yo, train dorks, who takes care of you? Look at this. This is 2 park trains. As soon as you get off the railroad tracks, you wind up on the Delaware River Trail. Look at that. This is Delaware Avenue. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go check on that street that I checked on during the trash strike. We're gonna go do that. Okay, so this is Tioga Street. I have not gone down this street in a few weeks. We had our garbage collectors and drivers, they went on strike. And right before that strike happened, the city of Philadelphia cleaned up this street. There was no litter whatsoever. That was about a month ago. And it looks like the city has cleaned up this block again. Now, the trash dump is only a block away from here. But this is new. This is a restaurant just dumping their oil and stuff here. Oh, it smells like dirty fryer oil. But, oh, it's the worst. And, yeah, there's no trash. There was so much trash back here. All along here, people strip air conditioners and refrigerator units and all types of stuff. They strip the wires here, and then they sell the wires to this recycling plant. That's why there's always a litter problem here. Yeah, well, they got. I mean, you're probably like, wow, there's a lot of trash on the ground. I'm telling you, there's not. From what was there a few weeks ago. I tell you, every time you see me on this bike, you got to think about the Mayfair Business Improvement District. The third Thursday of the month. They always have something happening at Frankfurt and Cotman. Follow their Facebook page. It's at the bottom of every bike ride video. So I want to thank everybody who booked me on Cameo this month. I was doing pretty good on Cameo this month, and a lot of fantasy football leagues are you just give me your fantasy football team's names, all the names, and I will give you a random order, pretty much based off of their names. So book me on Cameo for fantasy football and your happy birthday greetings. Comes the fuzz. Going underneath I-95. I don't think this has anything to do with I-95. I think this might be part of the water department, this little, whatever the hell this is here. Right here is the Philadelphia Water Treatment Plant. Sometimes, well, it's kind of shitty smelling right now, but there are days, there's like 2 or 3 days a year. My neighborhood, I live facing this direction. When the wind is blowing north and they're doing, the sewage treatment day, that's a bad day to be in Braddsburg. Luckily, it doesn't happen too much. Yeah, I'm still thinking about last night and how many people came out, scoop ski, my parents, a lot of the Patreon people. I gotta tell you guys, I'm really grateful that we have such an awesome community. Know what's nice? Mike and Jay are 2 viewers, and they pretty much participate in every live chat. And Mike and Jay live at Mike lives in Pottstown, Mike lives in New Jersey, and Jay lives in Pottstown. I don't think they should know each other in real life, maybe co-workers, but they wouldn't know each other in life. But because of this little dopey YouTube channel, they became friends. And it's kind of awesome that the internet can do things like that. And I got to kind of live a dream yesterday. A few years ago, I tried to be a Quizzo host, and a Quizzo company told me I wasn't Quizzo material, so I decided to kind of start my own Quizzo company. And forever, whatever it means to you. A big corporation once told me I couldn't do anything, and that big corporation was only going to pay me $50 an appearance, and I'm doing pretty good, guys. Let me just say that I'm doing pretty good. I'm bringing my friends along with me, and we're having a good time. So if anybody tells you you can't do something, maybe you can't do it their way, but you could do it your own way, and you could probably do it better. And that's enough, right? All right, well, speaking of Patreon, if you're a Patreon member, I'm going to be filling out the postcards tonight or tomorrow, and I'll have them out in the mail very soon. I have a dog walk video I have to give you guys. I just got to find time to edit that. For my Patreon, you get early previews, bonus videos, and if you give me $5 or $10 a month, I mail you a postcard. What else do we got? Postcards, Patreon, t-shirts, Cameo. We did it. Yo, Bobby B, I hope you're sitting down, because I'm gonna do the whole spiel. Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead. There you go. You hit the gas pedal. It's a long rectangular one. What am I gonna say, Bobby B? Oh, Bobby B. So if you like this video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, and while you're at it, hit subscribe. Don't forget to check out my merch. It's fire. And don't forget to check out my Patreon. Oh, Bobby B, I forget the spiel. Well, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I'll sail with you later. Toodles.